Hello guys, I have here for you the SOG SEAL Pup Elite. One of my older knives, which I don't use too much these days. It's been replaced by my ESEE. However, as you can see, it's actually quite a nice looking knife, which is one of the reasons I brought it out at the beginning. However, it's actually not a bad knife, and I actually upgraded it from the SOG SEAL Pup. So, giving you a quick rundown on the specs. In regards to the steel and the thickness of the blade, both the SOG SEAL Pup and the SOG SEAL Pup Elite are exactly the same, and also the weight of both knives is exactly the same. However, the blade length is slightly longer, and I can just plot the specs here. So you got a 9.5 inch length of the overall knife, of the Elite, and you've only got a 9-inch length on the standard SOG SEAL Pup. The blade length on the Elite is slightly longer at 4.85 inches in comparison to 4.75 inches on the standard Pup. Now, one of the other reasons I brought this knife, or upgraded rather, was the handle. The handle, I don't have my old SEAL Pup to compare with, unfortunately, but the grooves here are actually cut in a little bit deeper, and the overall length of the handle is a little bit longer, so it makes it much nicer to grip and hold. As you can see, it's got a really nice non-slip coating here of the handle all the way through. Okay, and it definitely does a good job. Okay, here you have a bit of a notch for your thumb too. Cool. Alright, so not a bad knife overall. I brought the serrated model. Definitely I don't think serrated knives are all that great, but if you need the serrated edges, this one definitely is quite sharp and does the job quite nicely. You can see the knife blade as well is quite thick, especially along here along the spine. So the blade itself is actually very strong. I've never had any issues with it at all. The Kydex sheet it comes with, okay, this is when I brought the knife, this is what it came with. So here you have a belt attachment. I think they've changed it now, but from here it made it reasonably easy to go onto the belt loops, or it also goes onto most MOLLE systems, or the MOLLE system rather, seeing as it's all the same. It clips in there and actually holds quite tight. It's got an easy cut to cut rope or anything, quite an easy access there, and it holds the knife really well. So from here you simply clip it in, and you can see you've got the blade there, and to take it out it actually takes a reasonable amount of force, and you've also got the clip over here, so for extra added security. So overall the sheath, I like it. It's quite nice, if not a little bit bulky, but it does the job well in protecting the knife and holding it nice and steady. So here's the knife now in comparison to my new knife, so the SE4. So just to give you a comparison shot of both knives. Okay, there you go. So those of you that maybe have an SE4, you can compare, or you can see the comparison between both knives, and I'll do a much more detailed review on the SE4 itself, but this is definitely my go-to knife at this point in time. But this has served me well. It's done the job. It's probably a little bit more for show and tell these days. It stays at home, doesn't get much use at all. If my friends, which are coming out camping or hunting, need a knife, this is something I'll let them borrow, something I'll let them use. Overall, a nice little knife.